I didn't really believe in ghosts or the supernatural. It was something I was never really interested in. But until one night, I felt something calling me to the cemetery. I tried brushing the feeling off as me being too tired or my imagination running wild. Needless to say though, I couldn't sleep, so I decided to take that long walk to the cemetery. Who knows, it might help. I wanted to see why, out of all nights, was I called to that place. The walk there was uneventful, except the forest. Adding the weird fog in the middle of the night didn't help either. I've played Slender before, and I felt like I was smack in the middle of the dumb game. I kept calm as much as I could, and I kept walking. When I got to the cemetery, it was past midnight. For a few minutes, nothing happened. I felt something lightly brush my hand. I figured it was just a spiderweb that shook my hand. But the feeling returned soon after. It felt like a feather, gently touching my hand. I didn't move. This isn't happening. It's just a spiderweb you accidentally touched when you opened the gate. Come on, Alex. Pull yourself together. As my final words of encouragement echoed through the graveyard, I heard them. Faint at first, but then louder and louder. It was like hundreds of people breathing at different rhythms. I looked around, but there was no one. Nothing at all. Not a single living soul. Besides me. As I took a glance to the far end of the cemetery, I saw it. A white, human-like shape leaning on the wall. At this point, adrenaline started to flow through my body. I turned around and started to walk towards the gate, figuring if they haven't attacked me by now, they sure won't start. Unless if I panicked. On the way back, I could hear gasping, breathing behind me. I stopped and slowly turned around. I saw absolutely nothing. The breathing never faltered, not even for a moment. Instead, it got closer and closer, and directly stopped in front of me. I was shaking very badly, yet I could still whisper the words, "Rest in peace." The heavy breathing stopped and I was left alone. Never in my life I ran as fast as I did that moment. Even the forest didn't bother me anymore. As I came home and calmed down, I thought long and hard about the events that just took place. Never again will I mess around with things I don't understand. That night, I finally opened my eyes, and as a result, I became sensitive to the supernatural. I swore to myself I will never enter another graveyard as long as I live. I've stayed away from that kind of stuff ever since. But even still, I always have that constant feeling of being watched.